Welcome to Kayfabe Wrestling Talk. This is where you can hear how wrestling should be talked about. My name's Handsome Nick Hanlon, sitting here with Mathew, Suzanne, Barnaby. How's it going, Sue?
It's going good, Handsome Nick. Going very well. Yourself? Yeah. You doing good?
I'm good. I'm wearing red and pink at the same time. Apparently, you're not supposed to do that.
I mean, one look at you, I feel like that's all you should wear anymore going forward.
You know, it's full circle. Remember I used to call you Hawaii Shirt Matt? Well, I'm Hawaii Shirt Nick now. I'm all Hawaii shirts all the time, not just Vegas anymore. I got 10 of them. And I pulled out pink. I had a staff meeting today, and my boss was like, could you wear any more color? I'm like, I could. All right, so, and I got my Fat 2 shirt on. Looking real fat, PH fat, with my Fat 2 shirt with an F. That's an F. So we're talking about Backlash, which was just this past Saturday, right? Am I getting that timing right? So we're on May 10th. We had Backlash, which is a backlash of WrestleMania, which it really was it? Was it though?
I mean, appropriately named, but yeah, really, was it?
Was it?
It kind of was. I think every match was kind of lined up with what happened at Mania.
Oh yeah, McAfee and freaking Gunter.
Well, other
than... All right. Do we need, in this day and age, do we need a McAfee versus Gunter on a pay-per-view? We'll get into it when we get into the match, okay? But that's all I gotta say is this necessary?
Nick is not happy.
Is this necessary? We have so many premier wrestlers, and we got McAfee in there acting like just a jabroni, just getting slapped around with his stupid chest out, his stupid big head with his little skinny pants, walking around, not even knowing what the moves are called. And he's with a rip-off White Stripe song. Come on, cough up the money, bud. If you're going to do a pay-per-view match, cough it up. Let's go.
Why don't you... Don't stop holding back. All right, Nick? Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
I was trying to be nice.
I know.
So let's just start from the beginning. But I mean, come on. LA Knight, Fat 2. Wait. What are we on here? This is a four-way. This was a four-way match, right? That started it out?
Yeah.
You know, Fat 2, Priest, Drew, and L.A. Idiot. I mean, I wish we had a cringe reward, because every time he's on screen, it's just like...
I loved it. Ellie started... I thought...
He was getting some love, actually, from the audience tonight.
A lot of love.
He was. Him and Fat 2 were getting...
But not as much as Fatu. Wow, they loved him.
Yeah, Fat 2 was major. And, you know, the best performer in the whole match is McIntyre. I mean, McIntyre is so strong. He's so fast. He's so great at the timing. He reminds me of that, like, Attitude Era wrestling. Like, he's on. He can do it all. Now, obviously, we don't have bikini matches anymore, so it's not that part of it. But just that if you watch wrestling matches from the Attitude Era, a lot of the guys didn't have a ton of moves, but their timing was perfect, and that's McIntyre. He's so good in the ring right now. What'd you think of this match?
Yeah, I really liked it.
It's probably the best match of the night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remind myself of what I've seen, but it's up there.
Yeah, I mean, there was some great sequences there and moves going on. I think at one point, Drew tosses Fatu like on, and which Fatu then turns into a senton on the LA Knight. Fatu pops up, hip attacks Drew, and then suicide dives onto Priest on the outside. Like, Fatu was all over the place, crazy.
Well, that Samoan drop onto the I don't know what you call it, the railing outside. Yeah. Like, he somehow dropped the guy on the thing or whatever. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that was nasty.
That was awesome.
Because I know we started off with, you know, how good Drew is, but Drew and Fatu were the MVPs of that match.
Drew for sure. Fatu. Drew Fatu.
You know, and if
Drew Fatu. Drew Fatu.
Fat crybaby, I'd agree with you more. He's definitely very good in the And at 6'5", he shouldn't be able to do those Shawn Michaels tip-ups, and he does.
Well, it's insane.
You can't take that away from him.
We're talking. You want to talk about crybabies? I mean, let's talk about John Cena on SmackDown. That's for the next episode. God, he's such a bitch right now. Anyway, did you see McIntyre eye gouge Fatu on the top rope? We call that a Scottish hello.
A Scottish hello. There was a few Scottish hellos this night.
Yeah, there was a couple by pokey pokies. Yeah, that sequence that you're talking about, Fatu gets power bombed off the top rope by Drew McIntyre, and then Fatu swantons, and then suicide dives. I mean, what can't this guy do?
Yeah,
I mean, he's just.
The crowd is so hot for him, and rightfully so. In the ring, he is very entertaining to watch. We said it several times.
It's incredible.
He has it.
Like, tell me he shouldn't be a kid. He should be a character on the new GTA. He looks like a Grand Theft Auto character. It's just unbelievable. I would shit my pants if he was. You never know. I'm sure this Grand Theft Auto, there won't be another one for 20 years after this one. So there'll be lots of new storylines where maybe they can get Mr. Fatu when he was in prison or something. How about that look that Mr. McIntyre gave Priest after he pulled the ref out? Oh, he wanted to rip his throat out. That was a great moment. He's just like, yeah, I want to kill you now. What else happened?
I mean, that was the big stuff right up until the end.
Oh, there's one thing I want to mention. LA Knight pinned Fatu at one point. The longest 2 count I've ever seen in my life. It's like the ref forgot. He's like, 1, 2. What's next? It was the longest 2 count I've ever seen. Luckily for, obviously, Fatu. Either way.
And that's just another way of saying what I believe, and that is that LA Knight should have won the match. But
you're not wrong. That sense, you're not wrong. That was a 7 count, right? But then obviously, the big stuff like Damian Priest and Drew fights outside of the ring now. They're pretty much out of the match. Did you notice when he got powerbombed through that table flipped over and smashed him right in the face?
Yes.
Woo!
He got some concrete floor to head. Did Drew? He looked like he took a nasty fall.
He can't do anything without getting injured, this guy. Man, if he had no luck.
He's back the next week. He's
a worker.
Like out of commission injured. He's just like bruised and broken after every match.
Yeah, there's glass in his eye and he's still wrestling. And then didn't LA Knight do like a big jump from the ring onto the table on Fatu?
Yeah, to do his jump up elbow.
Yeah, but wasn't it from the ring to the outside announce table?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Now, did you think to yourself, he ain't making it?
Oh, 100%.
Because I was like, he
doesn't seem overly like he's cut. LA Knight is cut. All right.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, but he
doesn't seem agile.
Walks around like a big muscle guy. Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
I was like, he's not making that jump.
I'm like, yes, I said those exact words.
Nope.
When it was doing that, thanks for the reminder. I didn't write that down. But you're absolutely right. Yeah, I didn't think he was going to make it at all. Knight was about to put Fatu through the announce table, and Solo makes the save. Solo comes out of nowhere, makes the save, and then something very interesting happened at the end.
Mr. Ed Cobb?
Jeff Cobb.
Jeff Cobb.
I don't know if this is a bloodline member. You have to think so.
He looks like Yokozuna.
He is Hawaiian.
He's not Samoan, though.
He is not. He is Hawaiian. And he had a tryout a while ago, and didn't make it. He's been wrestling everywhere else since.
Really huge waves in Japan. Making huge waves.
I've seen some of his matches, and I've seen highlight reels of some of his moves, and oh my lord, this guy has got some serious power.
Is he the new Rhino?
I mean,
Got a Rhino Taz feel to him. He's what, 3 feet tall? But like,
I don't know.
as round as he is tall, like the guy's thick.
Look at his
height up. He's a little guy. He's 5'3" probably. He's Bobby Lee's height. But he's also like Bobby Lee's like the same width. Like he's a thick boy. And Fatu didn't look super happy about the help, did he?
No, he didn't. Didn't look thrilled to see Cobb show up either. So I don't know. That was odd. You see Solo and Jeff Cobb leave together, and Fatu feeling behind. Like they didn't leave in unison.
No.
Jeff Cobb is 5'8". So for male wrestlers, that's tiny.
Pretty small. I mean, that's why he looks 5'3". The rails is 6'7".
Lift a 280-pound guy and slingshot him from one end over to do a power slam. And how he can do that. Yeah. I've seen him do that moonsault. You know how you grab somebody for a fall-away slam? Mm-hmm. I've seen him moonsault off the top rope with a guy at a fall-away slam position and flip and land on him. It's crazy what this guy can do.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him do stuff because he looks nuts. But hey, Fatu's still the champion. I kind of thought he might lose tonight. I mean, he's
gonna keep that for a while.
That's his second four-way match in a row.
Yeah.
Title defense. I mean, how often do you see that?
Yeah.
Does the head boys not like Mr. Fatu? They're putting him in these matches where he should lose. He's only got a 25% chance, man. When you're champion one-on-one, you got like more of a 70% chance.
That's fair. That is absolutely true.
Right? Because you have the champion's advantage. He has no champion. He doesn't have to get paid nothing. But luckily, you have Drew and Priest with their egos put themselves in the match.
They hate each other so much. Yeah. They themselves out of the match.
I mean,
LA Knight focused on just trying to get the belt, but Fatu was just too much for him. Unbelievable. And by Fatu, I mean Fatu, Solo, and Jeff Cobb was too much for LA.
It seems fair. All on the rule books. All followed the rules. Nobody followed the rules? What's the rules? No rules.
I mean, it's a fatal four-way, so...
Just saying. No disqualification.
Yep. That's fair.
Good match. So, great match. New guy. The bloodline's rebuilding, it looks like. The new bloodline. I don't know what they call themselves, but I don't know if they have a name. I don't even know if Fatu's part of it. Which is fun. I don't know what's going to happen. So now we got the Valkyrie! Kaka! Ka! See your wings? Did you see your wings? Kaka! I'd like to see her spread eagle. Against Becky Lynch. Too much? What? She's an eagle, right?
Yeah, keep it coming.
Exciting match. This is a good match. I mean, these two women, Becky Lynch, and I mean, her promo on Raw. I mean, we'll talk about that during. But Becky Lynch is the best version of herself right now. I love her.
You think?
I think so. I mean, we've only seen her for a couple of weeks as this new attitude, but it's about time. It's about time.
Well, as per usual, I will differ from you on that one. I think her new attitude sucks. I think she should be, she's in the perfect position to help these people and things like that. But like you said, she had a great promo on Raw. She talked about she's not there to win championships. What's she there for? So I understand. But you're right. This was a really good match. It was fast-paced. There wasn't a lot of lulls in the action. Lyra really took it to her for the first few minutes of that match.
I mean, that swinging submission move she's got is amazing.
Yeah, it's a take on the surfboard that Brian used to do, right?
Yeah, the surfboard going around Valkyrie's match for option. Oh, I've got here. Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, so she kept on like flipping her around too, right? Yeah, on the surfboard, then she dropped her. She's a special talent. The bird gimmick
The woos at the beginning, they're not even good Ric Flair. Like, it makes me.
I don't know about the bird thing.
But man, can she wrestle, and she puts her body on the line. I've enjoyed every single match of hers.
She's great. She is great. And she's Irish.
Tournament. Yeah.
She's Irish. Becky, watching her wrestle, and I told you she hadn't wrestled in a year. You probably wouldn't believe me. Because she is aggressive, fast, timing's on point. I mean, she must have trained like hell before she came back. Because she is looking good. She's moving good. She's having great matches. I mean, we've seen people come back from 6 months looking terrible. I mean, she's on the ball. She's fit, looking great. There was a suplex in there, one of the craziest suplexes I've ever seen.
She did like a middle rope suplex.
That's right.
Becky there for a good few seconds.
That's correct. And then I almost died. Becky yelling at her fiance was pretty funny.
Oh man, that guy.
That lucky man. That lucky man.
I took one great match. Maybe I have a chance.
Well, yeah, I mean, dear Lord, he's definitely a developer. He's got a lot of monsters lining his walls. Energy drinks.
I appreciate a good developer joke. Lyra, we kicked out of 2 manhandle slams.
Yeah, I have them.
Which makes me wonder: is Lyra that much of a badass, or does Becky maybe need to find a new finishing move?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Valkyria, I mean, she's beat Becky before. This isn't her first. Like she won the NXT champion from them. I almost liken Valkyrie to like Bret Hart. I mean, she's so technical sound. Maybe even a Lance Storm, but even the bird gimmick's better than whatever the hell he was doing. I mean, I loved it. Remind me who somehow. So Valkyria kind of got a little squeaky in it, right? But she had her nose broken there at the end.
Oh, it looked bad, and you can see the red under both eyes. And as somebody who's broken his nose 5 times, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get 2 black eyes from it, and you can see them start to form. So. I haven't seen any pictures since, but she definitely looked like she had a busted nose at the end of that match.
She did the thumb to the eye at some point too, Becky.
So I was going to say that, she pulled out the Nightwing on Becky. The ref was too busy trying to put the turnbuckle back that Becky had put up, and then at one point with a distraction, thumb to the eye, another thumb to the eye.
Yeah, you can also call that the Ric Flair.
That's the second one out of the night that we saw. And Lyra with a sneaky pin, sneaked one out, multiple roll-around pins that Lyra ended with. So really good match. It could have gone either way. I thought the Sikoa was winning it. Nice to see Lyra pull it out, though. Really good.
These two have some serious chemistry. Like, we're going to see these two fighting. They have amazing chemistry in the ring. It's like Brett and Shawn, right?
Yeah.
The more you hate each other, the seems like the better it goes. I really love to see the man actually being the man. I mean, I know Becky Lynch didn't win this one, but she kind of won the war. She talks about it on Raw. Who walked out of that ring? Because Valkyrie definitely did not. But she still got the belt always.
It's definitely a series I would like to see. I would not be mad if you saw, a couple more matches between these two.
I think they're primed up for Hell in a Cell in a few months.
Sometimes wrestlers go at it and you're like, I don't need to see that again. And other times you're like, these guys could fight each other every week for the next 6 months.
No, they're gonna.
They're in the latter portion of that. I think they need to go again. Really fun to watch.
We're seeing the beginning of a feud for sure. A long feud.
Yeah, I hope so. And it's their first major feud after coming back, right, Becky? So this should be this should go on for a few months, I hope.
Dominic Mysterio, the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Dirty ass Dom, right?
Even 30 minutes in, he was the greatest
Intercontinental champion immediately. This is what it is. It's just science and fact.
Interesting match that diving DDT to the outside of the ring might have been one of the best moves I've seen Dom do.
I did not know he could do that. Greasy Dom Mysterio said it. Dirty Dom? Greasy Dom. The greasiest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Yeah, greatest.
The greasiest. Actually, pulls out a suicide dive into a DDT to the outside, and it's the best thing I've ever seen he did.
Yeah, I think Dominic Mysterio has only been given about 20%. I think he's got some tricks up the sleeve.
He was dominating a lot of the match. Very surprised. He was laying the beats down at Penta quite a bit until he snuck out a Mexican destroyer.
This is two luchadors, two pro luchadors. Have probably been fighting 20 years. Put on one hell of a clinic in there. I mean, Dominic Mysterio's probably been wrestling since he was like 10, right? Like he has to have been. I guarantee he's been in the ring even before that.
He's been in the ring, but he technically only started professionally training in 2017.
That doesn't mean shit. You know how much stuff he's done with his dad, just been around it?
You're the son of Rey Mysterio. You've been bouncing off of those.
Exactly.
He's doing
it since he was a kid. Probably crawling around that ring when he was a baby.
Most definitely.
Like come on.
So throughout this match, big shock, Judgment Day came out.
I didn't. Well, I mean, why wouldn't they? They're supporting their buddy.
Great
to see Dominic Mysterio like totally win, like clean, and continue to be the greatest Intercontinental champion I've ever lived.
Well, we'll agree to disagree on that.
It's a new leaf. It's a new leaf for Dirty Dom.
What do you think of Finn though? So they come out to the outside. Finn grabs a chair and hesitates. Doesn't hit Penta, and then kind of just stalled there. The ref sees it. Judgment Day get kicked. So I don't know. Finn, there's more dissension in these ranks here.
Finn's a jealous little bitch.
It's been going on for a while. I don't think Finn is along for Judgment Day. I think he's gone soon.
You think Finn will be gone, or you think Dom will be gone?
Well, if Dom goes, then Liv's got to go, and if Liv goes, then Raquel's got to go, and if Raquel goes, then Carlito's got to go because he obviously has a major crush on her.
Yeah.
Right. However, so if Dom goes, there's no more Judgment Day.
Oh, they can split Dom and Liv. Dom and Liv might split up. I mean, Dom's got a long list of women that want his ass.
But if Finn leaves, it leaves everybody else other than JD. He's the wild. JD is obviously like in previous matches where Finn doesn't come out to help. JD's always there.
Yeah.
JD and Dom are closer. However, JD and Finn
are like grew up together.
Yeah. Finn trained him as a teenager. So if Finn leaves, maybe JD does. But all I'm saying is that Finn and Dom are not going to be in the same group by the end of the summer. Prediction
rating is on
Susan Barnaby.
The wall. Good job, Sue. All right, so we come up to the idiot. We got Gunter versus Pat McAfee.
Oh, do we not want to mention El Grande Americano was the one who cost Penta the match?
Oh, I missed that. What happened?
So Judgment Day, they get kicked.
Yeah.
Dom is down. Penta goes up to the top rope, and here comes El Grande Chad Gable or Americano with his little metal plate in his head.
Chad Gable
gives him a little headbutt. And
I don't think that's Chad Gable, dude.
Knocks Penta to the ground and gets Dom to win with a frog splash. Before the frog splash, though, if you notice, Dom pulled out a Oblivion. He pulled out Liv's move.
I missed that.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure Americano just like went really close and like, good luck, man.
Pretty sure he headbutted him. Pretty sure he had a mask. Pretty sure under the metal plate is Chad Gable's face. But
there's no way that's Chad Gable. Have you seen the body? It's totally different.
And by different, you mean exactly the same with the same.
I mean, it might be like Booker T.
Fair. Okay. So we'll place a little gentleman's bet on that. El Grande Americano. Is it Chad Gable? Is it Booker T? I'm hoping we'll find out this year, but we'll see.
Well, we will. We'll find it different. I mean, Americano was in Mexico doing a tour while Chad Gable was on Raw. See it? What are you typing? What are you looking up? Heights?
I was trying to get a picture of
what?
I was trying to get a decent comparison picture of the two, but we'll move on.
Gunther versus Pat McAfee. Holy shit. So what? Gunther roughs up a couple of announcers. I mean, do they not need a little bit of dose of reality once in a while? They're just yapping their little stupid mouths off. They're supposed to be biased or unbiased. They're supposed to be unbiased. And we got Pat McAfee's a loudmouth, know-nothing announcer. He only feeds on enthusiasm. He doesn't even know the moves. This is a crazy thing to say. Michael Cole knows more move names than Pat McAfee. Michael Cole doesn't know more move names than my dog. What is happening right now? Why do we have this rich punter piece of crap taking a spot from one of the talented men and women in the back? He's a sickening little man with his little pants and his big head.
I was okay with how this built.
Michael Cole cheering for McAfee? Come on, dude.
I think Gunther needed to destroy someone and remind everybody how much of a badass he is. But I also think that Gunther is, maybe he doesn't have as thick a skin as we thought because he let Michael Cole get under it. And getting physical with Cole at 60 years old or 58 or whatever he is, not cool, man. Not cool.
You're gonna flap your lips. Your lips are gonna get slapped.
His job is to flap his lips. All right,
not unbiasedly like that, or biasedly or whatever.
And Pat Mac. Well, when you're doing despicable, horrible things, you have 30, 40 years in the business.
You're all doing the thing in his face and stuff. A guy like Gunther ain't taking that shit.
Guys like Gunther should be able to move on past it. He's a bully. He's a bully who bullies older people who he knows he can beat up.
One of the greatest athletes ever. And if you slap your lips, you get a little slappy in your lips. It should have been Michael Cole versus Gunther, really. That would have been the greatest match of all time. Because Michael Cole shits himself laying on the ground.
I mean, you know what? It's fine. He's getting his butt kicked for most of the match. And even Cole was yelling, just pin him. Just pin Pat, make it over, right? But Gunther wanted to make an example of him. Screwed that up.
Pat. It's an annoying name.
He almost made him the mistake of not pinning him because McAfee started getting into a little bit of offense. And he didn't look terrible, right? But I think the writing was on the wall. We all knew McAfee was not winning this match.
Did you see McAfee's Owen Hart homage? To get it on one armbar, that little head flippy thing.
Yeah.
Very Owen Hart.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Did you see the back of Pat's shirt? I don't think I can say it on the podcast, but
no, what did it say?
I'm Maltha Fatka.
Oh, gotcha.
Uhtafauckah. Like, it was like if you're from Boston saying MFer. That was on the back of his shirt for some reason.
My favorite part of that match is the amount of slaps he took to his chest. It was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Afterwards, he took a picture. He was
looking pretty nasty. Of course, Gunther won. And at the end, he gives him a little...
Yeah, he gave him a little respect.
Yeah. He should have given him another slap.
I will say, and you know, as much as I back our faithful announce team, the fact that Cole held on to Gunther's legs so Pac could finish the suplex and get a pin, I was not a fan of it. Michael Cole, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, he's also two-faced, and he's also a hypocrite.
The
New Day pointed that out on Monday Night Raw. He's always talking about people cheating. Well, you're cheating.
Yeah. He got a little bit too emotionally invested. Okay. But, you know, it doesn't happen often. He's been doing this for many, many decades.
Don't you remember the announce table with the plexiglass around it?
Yeah.
The coal miners, that's right. That was pretty funny stuff, actually. Anything else about that match? We've done that?
No, we're so very
probably good on that one. John Cena versus Randy Orton.
Main event time, baby.
4-move main event. Let's go. John Cena. Punch suplex. Punch suplex.
So it started at like,
I like the pokes in the eyes for both of them.
I think it started at like 9 o'clock, and I thought to myself, this does not need to be a 45-minute match. And I will start off by saying this match was better than Mania.
For sure.
This match was probably John's best match since coming back.
In the back Orton, but yes.
100%. You have one of the most technically gifted wrestlers working today in Randy Orton. You want to talk about timing out of time and flow and things like that. No one can match Randy Orton.
He says he's got 10 years left.
That's insane.
That's what he's like. My body's got another 10 years.
That's crazy to me. But I great match. And yeah, so they start with the handshake, another thumb to the eye, finger.
But it just shows you, he's like, I'm Randy Orton. Pop.
And Randy,
you think I won't cheat?
And then, you know, starts with the you can't wrestle chants, but it was echoed with yes, you can. Like, you can't wrestle, yes, you can.
There's definitely a division on the Cena thing, right? Some people like it, some people hate it. I finally, people can boo him. People were dying to boo the guy forever. Now they really boo him. I mean, you gotta love how Wade Barrett talks about Randy Orton being leader in the back, something that John Cena never was. Wade Barrett does not like John Cena. He just shit talks him the whole time.
And I think history with the Nexus and stuff like that is.
I mean, John Cena is always in for himself. He's basically a Hulk Hogan of the 2000s. He didn't say that, but kind of what he was saying.
That's absolutely fair. Yeah, these two work incredibly well together. Like, they've been in the ring 100 times together. 20-something title matches. I mean, it's between the two of each other, against each other. It's crazy. Orton and Cena know how to fight each other.
As much as John Cena has diminished his wrestling skills, he sure knows how to tell a story in that ring. The RKO out of the A was one of the most impressive things I've seen in a while.
Pretty cool. That was
awesome. Was it an almost barred match? No, it wasn't, right?
Nope.
But we just saw several referees just get knocked the crap out.
Yeah, so like, what I write? They
only have two refs?
I said, ref bump. And then the next night is, ref bump the sequel. And then later down, it's like, ref bump the return. Ref bump 3D. Yeah.
I mean, the refs were getting their ass kicked in that match. Randy Orton RKO'd the whole staff. I mean, everybody got RKO'd. This is Stone Cold stuff. You know, him stunnering people.
Cena came out, and Jamie Noble.
Jamie Noble was out there. I was hoping Jamie Noble slapped on an ankle lock on him, but you know, didn't happen.
For Jamie to snap and just start going at it.
Yeah.
Glorious.
How did Jamie Noble wrestling? He was awesome.
I mean,
RKO. Randy Orton
can wrestle a broomstick. If
John Cena wrestles a broomstick, it's pretty much the same match as every other match, right? But
oh yeah. Orton knows what he's doing in that ring, man. It was so good. So yeah, we see some ref bumps. We see, Cena bouncing off of the reinforced table a couple later. And then Orton putting Cena through a regular table with an A. Yeah. These two know each other so well. King ring, RKO. A new ref comes down, ref number 12 or whatever it was comes down, and he gets 2 and so close. I mean, it was definitely 10 times better match than I was expecting. Nothing. It was a really good match. Yeah, because this is Cena's last year. It was almost an hour. Any match he's in could lose him the title. Like, he could lose at any minute. It was I wasn't sure, and then right towards the end there with the rest coming down, I'm like, oh my god, Randy's done it, and me and my kid were jumping up and down. We're like, oh my god, Orton's gonna do it, and he did. So you
almost got that punch, other than R-Truth just loving John Cena just too much.
It's his childhood hero, man. It's just
and then obviously John Cena wins. Did you see the press conference?
Yeah. R-Truth came out.
R-Truth gets a truth table in front of all the press people.
Yeah.
I mean, John Cena's a wily vet now, and he's using he's kind of like he's basically Ric Flair wrestling, right? Like Ric Flair in the later days. All the tricks, low blow, exactly. Taking refs out.
I mean, with the belt, hits him in the throat, crotches him, and thumb to the eye, all through that. And then, it was 1, 2, 3, and still
the greatest champion of all time, John Cena.
17, the never seen 17.
The never seen 17.
But
God, he's a bitch right now.
He's 100 times better than than John's WrestleMania match. This one was actually enjoyable and watchable. So I can't complain about that. Where do we go from here? Are we done with Orton? Are we moving on to the next challenger for John Cena?
100%. I think so. I mean, I know his last match is booked for like December now in Boston. So I don't know if that's going to be an Orton match. I don't know. It just depends on if he still has the belt. Maybe that's going to be a Cody rematch. I don't think Orton's going to be next in line though. I think honestly, R-Truth probably next in line. I don't know if it's going to be a championship match, but that's going to be a match that happens maybe Saturday night's main event.
It's crazy because, I am a huge Truth. R-Truth.
But why are they fighting? They don't have history.
I mean, sure they do. It was 10 years ago that R-Truth started doing Cena's moves and saying it's his childhood hero. R-Truth has been talking about Cena for a decade, right? How many times have you seen them wrestle? I'm sure they've wrestled. I can't recall. Did they wrestle the Truth at one point?
Maybe.
And I want to say,
but as a one-on-one, I can't think of any time they've ever. I mean, I'm sure they have. They've been wrestling together like 20 years at the same time. Anyway, well, what are we gonna give this pay-per-view? Like 10, like probably what? A 7? 7.2?
I was thinking around 7. There were no bad matches. I know you didn't like the Gunther McAfee thing. More of a spectacle, but it was cool to see.
It was a good watch.
Right? Everything was completely watchable.
It's not necessary.
This was like a really good episode of Raw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
WrestleMania Night 1 was a bad episode of SmackDown?
Yeah, exactly. That's way too accurate. I would give that. I would give it more than a 7.0. That's for sure. Every match was good, serviceable.
You gotta put a point on it, or you sound like a rookie.
Nothing like jumped out at me that I thought was like a must-see or anything like that. Well, if I'm gonna have to put a point and a decimal system to it, I'm gonna give it a 6.9.
Yay,
sexual innuendo. That's what I put my thermostat at and giggle. It's at that right now.
69 Fahrenheit.
It's always 69.
Well, that's the Backlash. Tune in for our Raw and SmackDown review this week. I'll probably drop both of these this week. Like and subscribe. It's going to be interesting doing Raw and SmackDown because this was in the middle, but that's how we're doing it. And you got any last words?
Nothing too important whatsoever. As you said, like and subscribe. And hey, if you don't agree with Nick,
see you on the sunset flip side. Like and subscribe. I did it. Bye.
I almost hit leave.